Hello students, this is Marcy Wilson with Career Services, and today we want to go over getting job interviews but no job offers. If you're getting job interviews, that's great. Your resume and job applications show that you have something hiring managers really want. But if you aren't getting any job offers after your interview, something's wrong. Here are 15 items to troubleshoot before your next interview. Inappropriate clothing. Dress up. Don't wear your everyday clothes to a job interview. It's the #1 reason people do not get hired. The idea is to look like you belong there. If you're not sure what to wear, call your career services rep and ask them. They'll be glad to tell you. Showing up late for an interview. This is the second biggest mistake that you can make. After all, how can a hiring manager expect you to show up on time for work if you're late for your job interview? Hiring managers are clock watchers. Show up 10 minutes early and make a good first impression. Not knowing what the company does, this is the third biggest mistake you can make. The hiring manager is going to ask what you know about the company. If you don't know who they are and what they do, they'll sense you're just not interested. Another big mistake is not knowing why you want to work for the company. I want to make money simply isn't a good enough reason. Instead, explain how you can put your skills to work and help them, or explain what you hope to learn by working there. Being overly concerned with money, wages, days off, and benefits is a red flag to hiring managers. Don't be the first person to mention these. Let the hiring manager bring it up and let them toss out the first number. You're looking for a job, not a vacation. The golden rule of job hunting is, ask not what the company can do for you, show what you can do for the company. Complaining about your former boss or former coworkers. No matter how awful the job was, complaining about it makes you look like the bad guy. Be ready to explain in a positive way why you're looking for a new job. Acting negative. Hiring managers try not to hire pessimists, complainers, blamers, and generally unfriendly people. They look for happy, enthusiastic people who are a pleasure to have around and that they would want to work with. Not asking questions. Hiring managers want to hear questions that show you're really interested in this job. Listed here are 3 questions you might ask. What are the 3 most important things you would like me to accomplish during the first few weeks or months of the job? What are the top 3 qualities needed to be successful in this position? And why did you choose to work for this company? Exaggerating about your abilities, skills, and accomplishments. Just don't do it. You will eventually be found out when the company checks your references or later when you can't do a task you claimed you could do. Focusing on your weaknesses. Don't be an apologist. Instead of apologizing because you may not have a certain skill or enough training, talk about your experience, your skills, accomplishments, and personality. Offer alternatives that turn your weaknesses into strengths. Not selling yourself. If you don't toot your own horn and do a little bragging during your job interview, the hiring manager will never know what a great catch you are. Give the manager a half a dozen solid reasons why she or he should hire you instead of someone else. Offer examples to show that you can do the job, that you give more than the minimum effort, and that you're a team player who's easy to work with. Irritating behavior. Bringing food or beverage into an interview, using crude language, taking a cell phone call or tweet during an interview, bringing an uninvited friend to your interview, and generally acting disrespectful. These are signs that you don't understand the difference between the workplace and the schoolyard. Assuming that because you got the interview, you also got the job. Plenty of other people are applying too. Be confident, but never act entitled or arrogant. Lacking warmth and humor. The easiest way to show warmth and humor is to tell stories. Everybody loves to hear stories, so add to the conversation by offering some brief stories to explain your point. You might simply say, "That reminds me of a time when," but keep your story short, under a minute. And when the hiring manager talks about an important issue, look them in the eyes to show you are listening. Use facial expressions to show that you understand, and ask details to show that you care. And don't forget to laugh at the hiring manager's attempt at humor. Not following up. If you don't send a short thank you note after your interview, the hiring manager might assume that you don't want the job. Always send a thank you note and tell the hiring manager that you do want the job. You should also call the hiring manager a week after your interview to see if you got the job. Bottom line is, it's really all about using common sense and remembering that the rules are different in the business world. So be prepared, be courteous, and be respectful, and you'll avoid the fatal 15 above. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I am happy to answer any and all questions. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.